All right, who said we could start the party without me? Hello, happy Saturday. The chat is going so far and I cannot keep up. I'm like, hold on. Giant, welcome on in. Dex, lovely to see you. We got the pre-stream hype going for sure. Charlie, you're not allowed to be here. What are you doing here? It's great to see you though. Kitty Blep, welcome on in. Also, 50 stream streak, Charlie. That's crazy. It's hard to even think that I've done 50 streams, not to mention that you've seen 50 streams. Oh my god, Dex is on a 10 stream streak. Fabulous. Yeah, I did not think about the stream streak when I randomly went live in the middle of Wednesday night, so I'm really glad that that didn't affect your guys' scores. Dag, hello. What is that? That's like the most awkward emote I've ever seen. Everyone's dead now. Go. I caught up. We're good now. I'm with the party. I'm just like, what? I was even like adjusting something over there, and I'm like, am I seeing movement on my monitor? And I get closer, and I'm like, oh my god, chat, it's already happening. And not traveling. Whoa. I streamed for years. I know, that's also hard to believe. That's also kind of crazy. I don't know. Who watches the watchers? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Aaron. Hello, welcome on in. Happy Saturday, and thank you very much. Maybe I should panic? You could, I guess. But ain't no reason to. Snack Sparrow, hello, happy weekend to you. Wait, did we get raided? Oh my god, oh, they were early. Hello, wow, raiders, welcome on in. Aaron Shea, thank you so much for bringing your community on over. We're just getting started. We are fresh out the gates. Wow, hello. Oh my god, Dark, it's lovely to see you. And Eraserhead, hey. I am Lamp, this behind me is Earl, and we play tunes and stuff. Yes. I hope your stream went well. If you would like to request something, please feel free. I bump you up, but there's no songs being requested yet, so you're already there. And I hope you had a really awesome stream. If you need to grab water or food or something, don't let me stop you. No pressure. Love the outfit, thank you. It's still a little cold outside, but I'm trying to like summon the summer vibes, and we're getting there eventually. Welcome on in, everybody. We in food coma. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. If you guys are not already following Aaron Shea, please, please, please send them a follow. I do believe I'm following you already. Yes, I am. Oh my god, you put Stream Dead by Daylight recently? I just got a new PC and it's been killing me to not download it because it's such a big game, but I'm like, really want to get Dead by Daylight going again. Who watches? Thank you so much for gifting a sub. Very kind, very appreciated. I'm not ready. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, what should I play off the bat? I don't even know. Oh, I'll do this one for now, because I can... This one's fun. Bam. If I could do this... Toffee, thank you for gifting a sub to Who What? Oh my god, bringing it right back at them. Thank you so much. Paying it forward and paying it back. Which kind of sounds like revenge, but in the best way possible in this scenario. Let's do this. Hubby and I still playing gigs. He's taking over the vocal duties. Oh, very cool. I've been playing games so my voice is recovering from surgery. Oh, wow. Oh, that's freaky. I'm really glad to hear that you're recovering and hopefully you can get back on the vocal train. As a singer, that kind of stuff always freaks me out, so I wish you the best. Dex, thank you for the 100 bits, and we're at a level 2 hype train. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, I was telling the mods I'm a little tired today, but you guys are definitely getting my adrenaline going. So, oh my gosh. Okay, let's sing a song for all the lovely people waiting because we have not sung anything yet today. Turn my piano up a bit. I saw no coffee, so we had to give you something else. I actually have an energy drink with me today, which I haven't had in a while, so that should hopefully help. This was a triumph. I'm making a note here, huge success. It's hard to overstate my satisfaction. aperture science. We do what we must because we can, and for the good of all of us, except for those who are dead. But there's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake, and the science gets done, and you make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. Oh my gosh, I haven't sung yet today. I'm not even angry, and I'm being so sincere right now. And even though you broke my heart and killed me and tore me to pieces and threw every piece into a fire, and as it burned it hurt because I was so happy for you. Now these points of data make a beautiful line, and we're out of beta, we're releasing on time. I'm so glad I got burned. Think of all the things we learned for the people who are still alive. Go ahead and leave me. I think I prefer to stay inside. Maybe you'll find someone else to help you. Maybe Black Mesa. That was a joke, haha, fat chance. Anyways, this cake is great. It's so delicious and moist. Look at me still talking when there's science to do. When I look out there, it makes me glad I'm not you. I've experiments to run. There is research to be done on the people who are still alive. And believe me, I am still alive. I'm doing science and I'm still alive. I feel fantastic and I'm still alive. And when you're dead, I will be still alive. Still alive, still alive. Oh, having some coffee. Dugan, welcome on in. Yeah, everything is cake. Everything has always been cake. Oh, Lover, Please Stay. Oh my gosh, yes. What a great song. I haven't done that one in a while. Should have played this one after the... No, this one is lovely. This one's lovely to do. Do I need to... I might need to tune my guitar. Oh. At least just the B string. We just gotta get the B string going. There we go. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Nothing but cakes. Okay, we're gonna go Lover. I think I normally play this on guitar, but maybe I could play on piano because I get some good effects going there. Yeah, I think I'll try on piano today. Thank you guys so much for that level 2 hype train. Oh my gosh. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay, can I share this emote without spamming my own chat? Heck yeah, I can. Oh, it's so cute. Lover, I know you're weary, eyes are tired from the night. Lover, come to the kitchen floor, the tiles are cold, and so am I. And take from me what you want, what you need. Take from your skin. And I don't wanna be alone. If I am tonight, I'll always be. So take from me what you want, what you need. Take from me whatever you want, whatever you need. But lover, please stay with me. I can feel you, I can feel you slipping through my hands. And I can taste you, I can taste you slipping through my hands. And take from me what you want, what you need. Take from me whatever you want, whatever you need. But lover, please stay with me. Oh, my lover, please stay with me. Squeaky chair, squeaky chair. Aaron, thank you so much again for the raid. Especially, oh my gosh, their timing is fantastic. And my cup is leaking. All right. I love that song. It's actually like tuned, the guitar is tuned differently. So it took me forever to find a version where I was like, oh yeah, I could play that on the guitar normally, because I think he actually tunes it to D or something. Oh, thank you very much. And Dermo's here, yellow, and Shark Attack, hello. Ooh, Billy Joel song. I've only recently been introduced to that band. I'll be talking to see them during the week. Oh my gosh, I would love to see them live. I only know a couple of their songs. I know like Honey Whiskey, Lover Please Stay, and I think If I Get High is also their song, which is just like and the music videos are so good. Yeah, I gotta watch their stuff again, or see their more recent stuff, because that's been a while. So I've got allergies today, and they're making my voice kind of voice cracky. I don't need to look up this tab. This is my song that we have next. Okay, all right. We're doing Denny's. Everybody hold on. Everyone's got the crowbars ready. I saw you at the library, your face in a book, serious and sweet with that dreamer's look. And it took everything I had to ask your name. Well, you gave me a grin and it made my heart spin, and I knew just then what to do. Well, I think you're great and super cute, which is why I have to fight you. We'll meet at dawn, we'll need car headlights on to eliminate the arena where we'll duel. I know a great spot, the Denny's parking lot. The employees like to bet, sometimes it's true. And maybe I'll earn myself a milkshake once I'm done fighting you. I'll dress like a flirt, boots and a skirt, with my cutest set of antler-throwing knives. You're looking so sweet in those jeans and that tee. I kind of hope you make it out alive, but that's not the point. The point is, and I further digress, I just don't know what to do with the rest. So I'll stick with what I stick with best. If I do, You're confused, but stay the course. We pass some shiners back and forth as you yell that you thought we'd go for coffee. But I never got anywhere with anyone good. Settling for dinner or movies like I should. Though I'll admit, when I said Denny's, you may have misunderstood. But put them up and fight me. Well, the bookie's getting heated cause I pulled out some brass. But these are my rules, Jerry, okay? Can the sass. My knuckles ain't what they used to be since I broke some cowboy's ass. You can teach a bloke to fish, but you can't teach him class. But you're doing rather well, in fact better than they could. Maybe it's just that crowbar that's making you look good. I swear it's not a blush, it's just the blood stain on my face. My uppercuts aren't great, but yours are a disgrace. And I know it's not what you hear on a first date, but fight me. Well, we've been going for about an hour with this joust. If you want to top out, we get waffles on the house. You find me an ice pack, I'll bandage your arm. I think the tears in your clothes really add to the charm. And next week, if you find that you're free, maybe we could just go out for ice cream. I know a cool joint where I hang with my friends, and we can fight them. I love all the crowbars. All the crowbars out in action. Riot, thank you very, very much for your tip. I didn't miss it this time. Boots with the fur. Perfectly timed with the coffee lyrics. Oh my gosh, yes. I really enjoyed the piano playing on this one, especially the small parts between the verses. Aw, thanks. It's kind of like fun to play around with that chord progression, but yeah. Do, do, do. I know exactly what you mean, Charlie. Do, do, do. That's only like a... It's such a like simple chord when I break it down, but it just sounds so, I don't know, I guess disco-y or like in that era, you know? Operation not disappointed. Nah, well maybe a bit. I don't know. Denny seems to appease the masses. Let me grab Still Rock and Roll to Me. What's the matter with the car I'm driving? Oh no, not the Lynx. Another one bites the dust. With Nightbot getting feisty. Don't know. There I said it, Syndicate. I saw that in the memes and in the channel, and I was like, oh no. But I also don't think we have a Waffle House in Canada, so I might be mistaken, but I've certainly never been to a Waffle House in person, so I would just assume that therefore they don't have them in the country. Still rock and roll to me. Yup. Which means Denny's is our Waffle House. I have any genre besides classical. When you play Denny's, really? That's so funny. I'll have to ask Paul if he has those recordings, because we had some really great drum grooves going to it last week, and that'll be really fun. Is American by Liv Charles from the Border. Ah, Dark gets the best of both worlds, I see. Yes. Yeah, it's so funny. Like, obviously Canada's so close to the USA, but I never really go there. I went once on vacation, and I don't know. But then again, like, I know people, I know Canadians who will drive down, you know, to Seattle or something, and hang out with family, or or like buy, you know, used guitars, or like buy stuff over there because it's cheaper than shipping it to Canada. They just like drive down and get it. So it's a thing. Mozart coded. That was so fun. I think I finally like kind of broken out of it, but I know like the first 2 years that I was at my university studying like jazz and pop and stuff, everything that I did and everything I improvised in class and whatnot was all my teachers were like, sounds very classical. I'm like, I'm trying to write jazz. What do you mean sounds very classical? It's just like, it's in my bones. Drag, welcome in. I almost didn't recognize you because you're Charlie's color. Why are you guys purple? You went once, it's so traumatic, you went back. I mean, I did see like, what was like a painting artist fighting a guy with one leg, like out in the streets. Like he had his chair that he sits on, his stool, and he was like trying to throw it at him. And I'm like, I'm gonna be over here if anyone needs me. But I feel like you could get that in Canada too. You keep cottages in Florida. Ah. Jazz is just the same as classical, apparently. Yeah. Well, I mean, classical musicians used to, they used to improvise. It used to be part of classical study was to learn improvisation and stuff. And for composing, I do really like jazz theory and stuff. Sorry, Mav, I don't really do live learns. Well, I try not to, because I suck at them. How do I change the color? I don't know. But it could just be like my chat, because sometimes when I bring chat up twice, then some people are different colors. I don't know why that is. Like Dag is always the same blue. Dex is always yellow. Dark is always red. Charlie's always purple. But you've been like pink and stuff before, right? That's not synesthesia color. That's just regular color. Oh, my battery's running low. No. The people who do not have a chat color set by themselves get random. Oh, I see. Because I remember setting mine. I think mine's orange or something. Mine's lamp color. Lampy, what did you... Well, that's my name. What the Giant, what did you buy? Sorry, I was reading Lampy. Lampy, look what I bought. What did you buy? Syndicate is Shrek. Good. Fabulous. Oh, a TwitchCon ticket. Yeah. Did you get both days? I know you're talking about getting both days. Oh, I didn't even see. Ow! I didn't see the badge. It's so small. Yay! I'm so proud of you. I will see you there. We will partay. Yeah. Okay. See, now Drac is blue. Okay, gotcha. It's still rock and roll to me. Got both days. Yes. Yeah. Proud of you. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club. I don't know. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too? Whoa, that's a B flat. What? Where's my B flat? Come back. I need you for playing purposes. Alright, let's try it again. What's the matter with the clothes I'm wearing? Can't you tell that your tie's too wide? And maybe I should buy some old tab collars. Welcome back to the age of jive. Where have you been hiding out lately, honey? You can't dress trashy till you spend a lot of money. Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. What's the matter with the car I'm driving? Can't you tell that it's out of style? And should I get a set of white wall tires? Are you gonna cruise the Miracle Mile? Nowadays you can't be too sentimental. Your best bet's a true baby blue Continental. Hot funk, cool punk, even if it's all junk, it's still rock and roll to me. It doesn't matter what they say in the papers, 'cause it's always been the same old scene. There's a new band in town, but you can't get the sound from a story in a magazine aimed at your average teen. And how about a pair of pink sidewinders and a bright orange pair of pants? Well, you could really be a Bo Brahma baby if you just give it half a chance. Don't waste your money on a new set of speakers. You get more mileage from a cheap pair of sneakers. Next phase, new wave, dance craze. Anyways, it's still rock and roll to me. What's the matter with the crowd I'm seeing? Don't you know that you're out of touch? And should I try to be a straight A student? If you are, then you think too much. Don't you know about the new fashion, honey? All you need are looks and a whole lot of money. It's the next phase, new wave, dance craze. Anyways, it's still rock and roll to me. Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but it's still rock and roll to me. Yeah. Such a cute song. Chess lesson starting. Bye, Giant. Island Dry, welcome on in. Hello. And who else did I see? Oh, Marcus, didn't realize you could set your color. Yeah, join us in the color setting. I love customization. I love customization stuff. I'm one of the people that spends like way too long on character creation. Doing Crush. If you have Prime or Turbo, you can even set a completely custom color. Oh, extra custom. Everybody's talking about the new sound funny, but still roll to me. Dermo, I don't like to customize, but I want to have options so I can when I want to. Very nice. Yeah, very true. I always nice to have those options when you can. With beyond detailed character customization? I feel like that would be Baldur's Gate. From what I've seen of the Baldur's Gate characters, you can get like so detailed. I know Neverwinter, I used to be able to customize characters a lot. And, well, I guess Skyrim, of course. A lot of character customization on Skyrim. I don't know, the Baldur's Gate, like, Tav characters, like your actual character that you can build, people make such beautiful ones. Like, they're so pretty. Who would you romance? Who would I romance in Baldur's Gate 3? Astarion. Yeah, I'm an Astarion simp. Luca, welcome on in! What? Oh, come on. I am disappointed. I love it though. I love like the flamboyant bard kind of character. I think they're really fun. I'm trying to think of who else he reminds me of. There's another like character that's really fun. I can't think of it. Come on. I know, it's so generic. But the only reason I know Baldur's Gate is because Astarion came up on my feed one day and I'm like, okay, go on. No, go on. Can't wait for the multiplayer Goose game. People have been sending me so many memes, both like in the Lamp server and the DMs about the Goose game going multiplayer. We'll definitely have to do it. Any ideas not out until Lamp plays it. You guys wait for me to play it. How many? I know there's like option for 2, but is it like option for a whole squad? Who do we pick? I don't know. Oh, sorry, I missed your message. Thank you very much. Well, come on in. I should be down for teaming up as a goose. Yes! Oh no, can you imagine Dag and I as a goose team? I'd be like very chaotic evil and he'd be very lawful good. I don't know how that would go down. I can't imagine you committing crimes, Dag. I'm gonna put a song suggestions on Discord. I would love for you to play it sometime. I will take a gander. I'll take a look. I'll see what I can do. I actually gotta take a look at some new cover stuff because I might have a project where I'm recording some cover songs, but also my composition teacher on Friday was like, could you record some demos for me? And I said, yes. So I don't know what songs he's gonna send me, but he's gonna see if I'm a fit for his project. So I'll be recording some cover songs this week. Do I need a license to sing cover songs? So what I've heard is that if you sing the song just as is and you don't want to make any money from it, then you can sing it and post it and like, you know, to Spotify or something, and it'll go directly to the artist. Like if I sing a Joni Mitchell song, Joni Mitchell just takes all my money that I would earn from that song. If you want to make the cover your own version, then you need to contact the label and ask for the rights, and then you can like make royalties off of that song. That was what I was told. 30 geese. Sounds like someone who committed a crime would say, Nick. No, Dag would not be a hard carry. Dag would come out of the fence like just swinging, I swear. Dag's a sleeper, man. When he goes chaotic, he goes like full chaotic. That makes you an accomplice, it's true. Yeah, Red, welcome on in. Well, we got a street lamp over no, wait, here. And you have this one. That's actually two. That doesn't match with my username at all. Best one I remember is hanging on a supermarket roof gig. What do you mean hanging on a supermarket roof gig? What does this mean? Were you up on the supermarket roof? That's some chaos behavior. Zepsy, welcome on in. No crimes, eh? Dag is gonna be the goose that opens the gate and comes back to close it again. Yes. And that's the kind of lawful chaos I'm excited for. Nilai, hello, welcome on in. Happy Saturday. We made it to another Saturday. Isn't that nice? All right, we're doing Crush. How dare you distract me with Goose Co-op talk. I cannot focus on what needs to get done, and I'm on notice hoping that you don't run. You think I'm tepid but I'm misdiagnosed, 'cause I'm a stalker, I've seen all of your posts. And I'm just trying to play it cool now, but that's not what I wanna do now. And I'm not trying to be with you now, but I can be. Oh wait, that's not yet, we're doing this one. You make it difficult to not overthink. There's a second verse, and when I'm with you I turn all shades of pink. I wanna touch you but don't wanna be weird. It's such a rush, I'm thinking wish you were here. And I'm just trying to play it cool now, but that's not what I wanna do now. And I'm just trying to be with you now. But I could be your crush, like throw you for a rush, like hoping you text me so I could tell you I've been thinking about your touch, like touch, 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 touch. I could be your crush, 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 crush. I got a fascination with your presentation, making me feel like you're on my island, you're my permanent vacation. Touch, 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 touch. I could be your crush, 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 crush. I fill my calendar with stuff I can do. Maybe if I'm busy it could keep me from you. And I'm pretending you ain't been on my mind, but I took an interest in the things that you like. And I'm not trying to play it cool now, but that's not what I wanna do now. And I'm not trying to be with you now. But I could be your crush, like throw you for a rush, like hoping you text me so I could tell you I've been thinking about your touch, like touch, 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 touch. I could be your crush, 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 crush. I got a fascination with your presentation, making me feel like you're on my island, you're my permanent vacation. Touch, 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 touch. I could be your crush, 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 crush. And yeah, it's true that I'm a little bit intense, right? But can you blame me when you keep me on the fence, like? And I've been waiting, hoping that you wanna text like. And Yeah, it's true that I'm a little bit intense, right? But can you blame me when you keep me on the fence like? And I've been waiting, hoping that you wanna text like. And I'm just trying to play it cool now, but that's not what I wanna do now. And I'm not trying to be with you now, but I could be your crush like, throw you for a rush like, hoping you text me so I could tell you I've been thinking about your touch like, touch. I could be your crush. I got a fascination with your presentation, making me feel like you're on my island, you're my permanent vacation. Touch. I could be your crush. We're ending it on C today, not on the 4. Streetlamp. Yeah, it's a unique name, I suppose. Not a super common one. Thank you very much for the follow, Algowield. How do I say that? Algowield? Cool name. No Spicy, welcome on in. Earl says hello. You should pop out to his chat instead so you can see the BTT emotes. Are you speaking to me or somebody else? Because I do have it popped out actually today. Very professional. Kind of finally got my monitors where I want them. I got the queue up there. I got the activity feed down here. Then I got OBS and Ableton in front of me. Then I got the chords and the chat over here, closer to my face. And it's been a good setup so far. Oh yeah, it's true. I am the only. The only street. That's me. Just me, I guess. I don't know. Well, I have the issue where like I'm tired, but I'm 2 energy drinks in, and well, 1.5 I guess, because I haven't really been touching that one very much. But it's not like giving me more brain cells. It's just making the few brain cells I have left faster, but not more efficient. Does that make sense? Like they're getting nowhere faster instead of just working properly. Did I remember to charge my water? Do you like add caffeine to it? No. Not Shiva, hello, welcome on in. Ooh, Blower's Daughter, very nice. False energy. It's like real energy, but doesn't really work. Yeah, not as efficient. It's like the times where you have a coffee and you're not more energized, you're just tired and anxious. And you're just like, this was not what was supposed to happen. This is not what they offered me on the label. Change, not charge. Oh. What? That still doesn't help me. Oh, Zepsi's bowl. No. I leave that up to him. I don't have that kind of time. There's just like an open faucet in the basement, and he just gets water from there. One of those old style ones with the lion heads. The only things I water are my plants. Oh, my carnivorous plants showed up on Friday, like 30 minutes before I had to leave. So I was like, thank God they showed up, but they're doing okay. Luca, thank you as well for the follow. Yeah, so that's the only thing I've watered is myself with this water I'm drinking right now and my plants. I really hope they're okay. They did get a little squished up in transit, so some of them aren't very happy. Do you feed them some meat? No! No, they're technically insectivores. I do not do the ground beef thing with them. Actually, one of them caught a beetle this morning, and I was very proud of him. Was it the happy vibes? It's a facade. So no steaks? No! If I get steaks, I'm the one eating the steaks. Now, I've heard people like giving plants hamburger meat and stuff, but what I do is I give them fish food. I give them... Honestly, they're pretty good at catching their own bugs, but when they don't, I give them either dried up bloodworms or dried up like mosquito larvae that you can get from the pet store for your fish. And you just put a little bit of water with that and you mix it up, and then you can do that. They're just freeze dried bugs, so it's all the same. But yeah, it's great because whenever I see a bug in my house, instead of being like, oh man, there's a bug in my house, I'm like, there's a bug in my house, and I have 6 carnivorous plants. Let's see which one goes first. I forgot to plug in my laptop again. Hold on. Got it. Much better. That bug is gonna die. Yeah. I'm just like, oh, a bug here? Must be brave. Must be a brave fellow. I heard they could even die if they get triggered by bugs too much. Yeah, each Venus flytrap head has about like 3 or 4 closes. Basically, it can move like 3 or 4 times, and then after that, it's done. Which is why they're constantly growing new leaves and new traps. So yeah, you can normally feed them like 2 or 3 times, and then they're done. Unless it's like a really, really big bug, and then it'll just take the whole trap out. So it's a bug battle royale in here. Yeah, it is. It's great. Yeah, that's why they say like don't poke the plant, because it uses a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to be able to move that fast. So they just like keep growing new traps. Yeah. Sorry, I'm a bit of a geek about this stuff. I find them really fascinating. I have 4? No, I got 3 Venus flytraps, but I already had another one. I had squidge. So I have 4 Venus flytraps now, and I have 1 Cape Sundew, and I have 2 pings, or like paniculas. I don't know how to say their like full name. But can we use this against the loot bug? Oh my gosh, yes! No, I hate the loot bugs. Get the loot bugs out of here. Absolutely. I'm bringing all my plants next time we go moon hunting on looking for scraps. They're so uncomfy. I hate the loot bugs. Anxious, hello. 25 stream streak. Congrats. That's a quarter. You would have a caribou on that if that was a Canadian coin. Okay, sorry. We're doing Blur's daughter. I'm getting very distracted today. And so it is. That was really bad. And so it is. Just like you said it would be. Life goes easy on me most of the time. And so it is, the shorter story. No love, no glory. No hero in her sky. I can't take my eyes off of you. 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 And so it is, just like you said it should be. We'll both forget the breeze most of the time. And so it is, the colder water, the blower's daughter, the pupil in denial. I can't take my eyes off of you. I can't take my eyes off of you. I say that I love you? Did I say that I want to leave it all behind? I can't take my mind off of you. 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 I can't take my mind, till I find somebody new. Welcome in, Raiders! Oh my gosh, it's busy today. Mr. Gray Sky, oh, guitar solos, to your request. Fantastic. I hope you had a wonderful stream. Thank you so much for bringing your community in. Let me drop you a follow. Wow. Oh my god, your opening screen is so cute. I hope you had a good time. I'm Lamp. This behind me is Mr. Earl, and we play tunes and stuff. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, feel free to check out the song list. I would love to play something for you. And yeah, hope you had a good time. If you gotta jump away, grab food, get water, no worries at all, no pressure. Joey, welcome on in. 2.5. We barely hit 2K. Apparently I hit the goal and then went backwards the other day, so I've been following for a while. I like your stuff. Oh, thank you so much. Why the heck wasn't I following you sooner then? What the hey? Unfollowing is strictly forbidden, is it? I feel like it costs as much to follow to unfollow. This is great. I got a very generous raid. That's awesome! That's fantastic. Well, thank you for bringing your peeps over. Hey, we're back at 2. Yay! Damien Rice. Yeah, Damien Rice was really popular for a while. He was doing like a lot of movie stuff, like you were saying, and then I don't know what happened to him. I have to figure out what he's doing nowadays. We're doing House of the Rising Sun. Ciao. We'll do Across the Universe first for our raider. Also, if you guys notice the guitar suddenly get really quiet or something, do let me know. My battery is low, so I don't know how much juice it has left in it. Anon, thank you so much for gifting a raid to Mr. Gray Sky. Let's get to chanting. Heck yeah. I love this song. Da, 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 da. Your battery or your guitar's battery? Both. Both, actually. If I suddenly stop making sound, do let me know. It could be that I've run out of juice. Well, okay, there's an old post that I love. It's like, I'm out of juice. How dare you? I can't do the dishes. I can't do the laundry. I will lay on the floor and spite you. Haven't you heard me? I'm out of juice. I really appreciate that vibe. Let's go like this. Da, da, da. Sends juice to Orange Lamp. Yay! The version from Let It Be, Naked, is my favorite. Oh, I don't know that version. I'm changing the color. Okay, Dex, let Orange Lamp. It's gonna be orange now. Let me sing this song. We'll change it to we'll change the light. Words are flowing out like endless rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Tigeru Deva, oh change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. Tigeru Deva. Oh, nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Sounds of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my open ears, enticing and inviting me. Limitless, undying love, which shines around me like a million suns, calls me on and on across the universe. Tigeru Deva. Oh, nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Mr. Gray Sky, thank you. Thank you very much for the raid as well. Wow. And Joey saying cursed things in the chat. St. Louis, very cool. Sorry, it's Paul McCartney's remix. Oh, is my audio okay? I hear a bit of doubling. It's just John Lennon and an acoustic guitar with very subtle effects. Oh, that sounds so cool. That must be lovely. Okay, just because I got it for the light change, I have to link it with my phone. Nothing's gonna change my world. What do we do? Orange? We're going jaundice today? Is that what's happening? I haven't had time to set the presets on this, so it's oh yeah. Ah. Very, very yellow glow. Maybe she's born with it. Maybe it's a vitamin deficiency. How long have you played piano? Oh man, I studied classical piano growing up, so I've been playing the piano for over 15 years, I guess. No, it's gotta be more than that. It's gotta be like 20. No, wait, no, it can't be that many. I studied classical for like 11 or 12 years, and then I've been playing the piano for another 7, 8 years on top of that. A while. It's been a while. Yeah. I was like, 20 years, but that means that no, because my first piano lesson I was like 11, so which is like late to start for some people. My friend who's a classical violinist, she doesn't even remember her first lesson because she's like 4. Crazy. You need a green hue to go with the red clothes. Complementary colors and all. Oh, I see, yes. It's only a good joke if you double down. Exactly. Yeah, the red color is atrocious. We don't go there, but all kinds of fun things. I do have to set like a couple of decent presets though. I had my first piano lesson before Lamp did. but I had to stop after a couple years. Hey, you beat me to it. I've never heard anyone say that they regret taking piano lessons. Unless it's like, well, maybe my nana, because they used to like smack your knuckles back in the day if you didn't do something right. So then it, makes playing the piano a lot less fun. But yeah, I've got to go eat. You got it, sir. We'll see you again. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Have some good food for us. I will probably gonna have peanut butter sandwich later, because that seems to be the theme with stream days. Someone out there is eating a peanut butter sandwich, and I want to be part of that. Like this. Take it down a little bit, I think, today. Pow. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans, and my father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now the only thing a gambler needs is a suitcase and a trunk, and the only time he's satisfied is when he's on a drunk. Now, mother, tell your children not to do what I have done. Spend your lives in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I'm one. Oh, my nose is running and it tickles so much. Like, finish the song first. Eh. I think my neighbor out next door doesn't want to hear me anymore. I got some good tunes on, though. Yeah. It is. It's running away. I'm gonna be Voldemort really soon. The Canadian sleeve? What? Is that what that's called? You just like, oh, man. It's so nice out, and I want to be outside, but I need allergy pills. And the apothecary next to me was closed today when I was running out, so I gotta go to the one that's further away, but I don't have time right now. Bam. And then I'm like, do I want an allergy pill and enjoy outside and then be very, very sleepy? Or do I just want to be outside with a runny nose. Hey, June. It just started raining here, so it's fine to stay inside. Oh, nice. You're already sleepy? Nonsense. I've never been more energized in my life. Yeah, it's true, because like the allergy pills make me sleepy, but having allergies also makes me sleepy. So it's like I lose both ways. Yeah, apothecary. Did I say that right? It's one of those words that I always end up doing Danglish with, because it's like Apothek in German, and then apothecary in English. No. I always mess it up. Um, no, yeah, apothecary? No. I can't think of the English word. It's so silly. Pharmacy, yeah, but isn't there also like, yeah, apothecary as well, right? Yeah. Apotheke. Dang it. I just see the big red A and I know what's up. Like teke. That doesn't help me at all. Apotheke. With an E at the end. Oh no. But we don't even call them that in Canada. We just say the drugstore or the pharmacy. But you can get other stuff at a drugstore that isn't drugs. Like you go to London Drugs, you can get Tim Tams there, and you can get birthday cards. So it's not like really a drugstore. Joey trying to hypnotize me over here. E at the end. Okay. Oh, apotheke in Dutch. Apotheka in Russian. Pharmacy in pharmacy. Tim Tams, Demonarchy. pulled Demonarchy out of the abyss with that one, with the Tim Tams. Yeah, Tim Tam Slim. Nearly consistent, yeah. Oh, I love Tim Tams so much. Oh my gosh, they're the way to my heart. Not just Aussies. My mom always brings me some, and I always have Tim Tams in my stockings at Christmas. It's like it's the gift that I get given every time I'm back in Canada. My mom's like, I gotta go to the drugstore. I'm like, can I come with you and buy 3 bags of Tim Tams? And she's like, yeah. That's what I do. It's great. I had a white chocolate orange one a while back. My mom brought me some over when she came to visit last, and it was like the regular kind, double coated Tim Tams, and then there's like white chocolate orange. It was so good. It was so good. But I still do prefer the original ones. I prefer the original ones, or the double chocolate coated, because those are also pretty good. Yeah, when I was a kid, the idea that you could use it as a straw for your drink was just like mind-blowing to me. That's what first made them so special. Who takes chocolate to Europe? I don't. Just the Tim Tams. My mom is always so impressed with the food when she comes here. It's not a joke. No way. It's very serious business. Very serious beeswax. Pangus, welcome on in. Hello. And hey, Jude. Actually, I want to do this on the piano because there's a lot of trickier chords. When I go to Switzerland, I always take a bar of chocolate home and hide it very well so it lasts more than 2 days. More than 2 days, how dare. I finally bit into my chocolate frog that I've had forever because I want to keep it because it's so pretty, but I also don't want the chocolate to go stale, you know? I wanted to eat it within its expiry date of like a year or two, so I'm like, okay, I gotta eat this frog. And I got no tasks done, but I did eat part of a chocolate frog. Yeah, but we have Milka here, and Milka is like such good chocolate. Such good chocolate. Can make it last a few weeks. Yeah, I'm the same. I got like the cheap chocolate, but like cheap, you can get cheap chocolate here that's quite good quality, I feel like. But then of course you get the fancy stuff as well. I used to work at a chocolate shop, so chocolate shop patisserie, and God, it was fantastic. Every time there's like a broken chocolate, I'm like, oh no, guess I'll just have to eat it for lunch. I still have chocolate bar bears from Lind which aren't getting produced anymore. What? How old are those? I feel like after a while they just get kind of like gross and waxy, right? Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Sorry. Remember to let her into your heart, and then you can start to make it better. Hey Jude, don't be afraid. You were made to go out and get her. The minute you let her under your skin, then you begin to make it better. And anytime you feel the pain, hey Jude, refrain. Don't carry the world upon your shoulders. Well, don't you know that it's a fool who plays it cool by making his world a little colder? Na 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 na. Hey Jude, don't let me down. You have found her, now go and get her. Remember to let her into your heart, and then you can start to make it better. So let it out and let it in. Hey Jude, begin. You're waiting for someone else to perform with. And don't you know that it's just you? Hey Jude, you'll do the movement you need is on your shoulders. Na 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 na. Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better. Remember to let her under your skin, and then you'll begin to make it better. And then way more betters. Better, better, better. Yeah, so many nas. Like, how do you fade out of the nas? 16 times less is not acceptable. Oh no, it's too late. Oh no. Na 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 na. Hey Jude. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Judy, 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 Judy. Got a couple of nods in there. Thank you to the other side of the planet. Oh, you're welcome from this side of the planet. Together we have like a whole planet. Pleasure. How do you only count two in that? Unacceptable. Oh, we're doing the rows. Actually, that like little last bit reminded me that I did improv in improv class today. Last week, like last time we had class, which is every 2 weeks, so 2 weeks ago, I was like, no, I'm not going up there. You can't make me go up there. I'm not doing it. And then this time I was like, okay, all right, I'll try it. And for some reason, playing the piano and improvising makes me so nervous, because I think I really just I just get way too in my head about it. So I was like, I'll just try singing. And it was okay. It worked okay. It's weird. You think you'd be more afraid to sing, but I guess it's a little backwards for me. And then then you like sing a song, and then he critiques you, and he's like, okay, try to do this, try to sing like asymmetrically and avoid the tonic note, and just I'm like, okay, all right, okay. We were at an outdoor singing festival at some point and handed out lyrics that said 16 times, but the choir stopped singing after 5. So there's someone with the other 11 in our group. Yes. Be the people. Would not do improv in improv class. In fact, it'd be an improv. You know what? That's actually true. I did throw everyone for a loop by looking the teacher dead in the eyes and saying, no, I'm not improving today. I'm not going up there. You can't make me. Oh my gosh, my news. Yeah, everyone got a bit of a laugh too, because they're like, what do you mean no? I'm like, no thanks. Doing the rose, this one there, and then I was really glad that it didn't go up, because we did the jazz standard called So What, which is a chord progression from, I think it goes D to E flat major. So it transposes up a semitone, which can be hard to like get into your ear. And I was like, oh man, I'm so glad I'm not improvising that. And then halfway through, when I was doing my part with the solo this week, he's like, okay, so let's do So What? And I'm like, that was the one I was avoiding. Because it's hard to like, with the piano, it's like, okay, here's the note, you can just hit the button, right? It's not, you hit the keys and press the button, it's not a big deal. But when you're singing, you have to be like more aware. So I know I'm like geeking out right now, but so he's like, you sing the 9th, which is the 13th in the other key, and I'm like, I can't think of the 13th note off the top of my head. How does he do that? And then eventually I got used to it, and I was able to transpose into the key, but then I couldn't find my way out of the key. So I was like, we made it in. I can't get out. I'm stuck. And that was my improv class this week, which was probably the most exciting class I've had in the past month and 2, 3 months, 4 months, year? No, who knows? Isn't that just 5th 1 octave up? The 13th is the 2nd, because it's an octave. Wait, am I right? No, am I a liar? I am. I'm thinking of the 9th. Yeah, 13th is the 5th. Wait, not 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's the 6th. I can't do basic math. Half tones, not full tones. Oh, no, it depends on the key. It depends on the key. Sorry, Dave, I'm sorry. I'll stop geeking out. Yeah, it's just a major scale. 8 is an octave, so plus 5. Yeah. So like your add 9 is actually just the 2nd note of your scale. And the 13th is the 6th note of your scale. I'm always confused that an octave is a bass note plus 7, a bass note plus 8. That's a program thing. Oh, I see. Yeah, we got 8, but technically it's like the same note, so I get you. Ain't that just the way? Anyways, I won't nerd out too much longer, because I know I can get into really jargony stuff, and it's whenever I talk to my mom back home and I start like getting really jargony, I can just hear her like zone out on the other side of the phone. I'm like, I gotta stop. She's losing it. She's losing me. If there's music theory Saturday with Lamp, I'd attend a class where my attendant affects my grades. What am I gonna do? Fail you? I don't have that capacity. What? Some say love, it is a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say love, it is a razor that leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is that never takes the chance. It's the one who won't be taken, who cannot seem to give, and the soul afraid of dying that never learns to live. When the night has been too lonely and the road has been too long, and you think that love is only for the lucky and the strong, just remember in the winter, far beneath the bitter snows, lies the seed that with the sun's love in the spring becomes the rose. I started that way higher than I should have, and then I was like, it's okay, we got this, it's fine, we're gonna go for it. Whoops. Who did I see? I saw Pitbull in the chat. Hey. There's no zero in music? Oh, that's a good question. Also, yeah, Charlie, we don't use marks. We just use disappointment and shame for our students. So, thanks, Nelly. Thanks for requesting it. Jen, hello, welcome on in. Good afternoon to you as well. I'm trying to think if there's a zero in music. I don't think there is. How weird is that? Because I guess zero would just be silence. So I can't think of any kind of music theory that has that. We're doing the middle. We're doing the middle. Da, 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 da. I will do this one, and then maybe another one, and then I'll have a break, and then we'll come back. See. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah. As long as we come back, as long as you come back, that's the essential part. Yeah. How are we all? We are well. We are doing good. Da, da. Hey, don't write yourself off yet. It's only in your head you feel left out or looked down on. Just try your best. Try everything you can. And don't you worry what they tell themselves when you're away. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Hey, you know they're all the same. You know you're doing better on your own. So don't buy in and live right now. Yeah, just be yourself. It doesn't matter if it's good enough for someone else. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. It just takes some time. Little girl, you're in the middle of the ride. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. I got the two chord changes, and then it's just putting them together, or like the strum changes. I'm getting better at that early 2000s. It's such an iconic sound for the guitar. Ba, ba. Hello, Hot. Thank you very much for the follow. Simple and effective. True. Very true. Very true. Yeah, we'll take a break now because then I will be recovered. We can do Death Cab for Cutie and Sally's song. I love Sally's song. Oh, wow. How many minutes? I'm gonna take a big one. Take 7 minutes today because I'm gonna get a snack. If I just refill my water, normally I take 5 minutes. Ba, 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 ba. Nobody do anything hilarious while I'm gone. Sorry. I turned the phantom part of my mic off during the break, and then I turned it on, but I realized it would probably spike, so just didn't want to bust any eardrums. Hello, welcome back. See, someone's getting ding dong ditched in the chat over here. I love Dex and Charlie struggling to confirm a knock knock joke while I'm gone. Dang, that is a really good idea. We should definitely do that. Have a game in the break. Thanks, nice to be back. Kid Assassin, welcome on in. Hello, hello. Time for a different mute button. I know, I'm sure there's like another way I could do it. I just go directly for the Scarlet. What was I gonna say? Oh, TM, thank you very much for the follow. And the Stream Deck can do it. Oh yeah, I've been playing around with the Stream Deck lately. So I should do that as well and add a couple of different things. I've been doing the, what do you call it? Like app stacking, like the window stacking. So like I can open all the tabs that I need for stream with one button. Like I've been doing that. So that's been pretty good. I'm making it very fancy. Mute button, audio source, OBS is the easiest way. That's true, but I've noticed that OBS doesn't work. The OBS Stream Elements doesn't want to work with Stream Deck. I have to open like the traditional OBS. I don't know why. It just doesn't register Stream Elements OBS when I have it. It just says the app's not open. So I don't know why, but that does that. I'll stick with regular OBS, I guess. Yeah, but we'll figure it out. I don't know why, but this just came to me while I was having some peanut butter. Do you know Stephen King said How to Kill Pennywise the Clown? Apparently there's a way to do it. And the characters were so like not close to finding it out in the book that he just never mentioned it. But apparently if you leave Pennywise in a hot car for a couple hours, that's all it needs. May work on the PC though. True, yeah, and I can also get the window organizer on the PC because it doesn't work on Mac, unfortunately. I have OBS Stream Elements working well on my PC. Yeah, it might be a Mac thing, I don't know. I know there's a couple of inconsistencies with the Stream Deck. Hold on. But we're doing I will follow you into the dark. It's always a Mac thing, I know. This one. Different executable file for SCOBS. Oh, see, diagnose. Okay, I see. That makes sense. Because, yeah, I was like kind of like, why are you just not registering the app at all? I don't know. Kid Assassin is here for the chops, yeah. Love of mine, someday you will die, but I will be close behind. I'll follow you into the dark. No blinding lights or tunnels to gates of white, just our hands clasped so tight, waiting for the hint of a spark. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. In Catholic school, as vicious as Roman rule, I got my knuckles bruised by a lady in black. I held my tongue as she told me, son, fear is the heart of love. So I never went back. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the nose on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. You and me have seen everything to see, from Bangkok to Calgary, and the soles of your shoes are all worn down. The time for sleep is now. It's nothing to cry about, 'cause we'll hold each other soon in the blackest of rooms. And if heaven and hell decide that they both are satisfied, illuminate the no's on their vacancy signs. If there's no one beside you and your soul embarks, then I'll follow you into the dark. Then I'll follow you into the dark. Yay. I thought it was a little higher. I thought I normally play with the capo, but maybe not. We'll see. Lovely song. Yeah, it is a lovely song. I should listen to the original. It's been a while since I've actually heard the original of that song. And we've got... We got some Delphman. Woo! It's on my driving playlist. It comes up every once in a while. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I don't have a driving playlist anymore. I feel like the stuff that I listen to when I'm on transit is different than what I do when I'm like, okay, I have 5 to 7 hours depending on the weather on the Coquihalla. What do I need for that time? I have so much. It's like the big driving lists. It's great. Everything from Bach to Kinky Boots to podcasts to like comedians and everything. But I don't anymore. I have like smaller playlists now. I sense there's something in the wind that feels like tragedies at hand. Although I'd like to stand by him, can't shake this feeling that I have. The worst is just around the bend. And does he notice my feelings for him? And will he see how much he means to me? I think it's not to be. What will become of my dear friend? Where will his actions lead us then? Although I'd like to join the crowd in their enthusiastic cloud, try as I may, it doesn't last. And will we ever end up together? No, I think not. It's never to become, for I am not the one. Such good chord progressions. He does such a good job of making sad songs and then having like all these really beautiful major chords in here. Even this sounds so sad because he has this ninth on here, but it's actually like an F sharp major chord. Any songs from Corpse Bride? Oh my god, what a question. Oh no, you've unlocked the Delphman. Let me see let's see what they have actually for Corpse Bride. I used to know how to play the actual Victor solo, but not anymore because I just figured it out by ear when I was a kid, so I don't really know. But Oh, tears to shed. That would be awesome. Hold on. I love the chair part. Thank you. I did actually. I was gonna go look at chairs again today because I went this week, last week. Time has no concept to me. Last week I think, and looked at chairs, but I couldn't find any comfy ones. There's like one IKEA one that was comfy, and there was one at Momax that was kind of comfy, and all the other ones were just like, ugh. Someone told me if you go off key, even major sounds sad. Heck yeah, that's jazz, baby. That's jazz. um, if I touch a burning candle. Oh, this would be great if I could get the chords. They have tab, which is useless to me. Ah, they gotta have it. Everything goes according to plan. The remains of the day. Da, 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 da. Ooh. I'll tell you a story, make a skeleton cry about our own jubiliciously lovely corpse bride. Oh, and then it goes by. Shiva, goodbye. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us. Die, I'll pass away. I don't wear a frown, cause it's really okay. You might try to hide and you might try to pray, but we all end up the remains of the day. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh god, it's really like a girl. Girl is a beauty known for miles around. When a mysterious stranger comes into town, he's plenty good looking. I don't agree with all these chords though. Looking down on his cash. Now poor little baby, she fell hard and fast, but her daddy said no, he just couldn't cope. So our lovers came up with a plan to elope. Die, we all pass away. Don't wear a frown, cause it's really okay. You might try to hide and you might try to pray, but we all end up the remains of the day. Okay, I might have to add that to my list. It's a nice groove. It is a really fun groove. I've never actually seen the lyrics to all of this. Or the chords, actually, either. Dugan, thank you very much for the follow. I just don't really agree with the verse part, though. Island Dry, thank you so much for the sub. Let's go. They told not a soul and kept the whole thing tight. Now our mother's wedding dress. Oh, there's a chord change. Mother's wedding dress fit like a glove. You don't need much when you're really in love, except for a few things, and so I'm told, like the family jewels and a satchel of gold. Oh my god, he's like working his way up chromatically. That's really cool. And next to the graveyard by the old oak tree, on a dark foggy night at 2:45, she was ready to go, but where was he? How do you see your first time chatters per stream? What? Is that a plugin? Oh, I don't. It's not a plugin. I think it's part of Twitch. If someone's new, it'll highlight, which is very useful. Very useful thing. That's so heavy. Yeah, no. Murder. Actual murder in this child's. Well, I guess it's not really a child's thing, but I really wish I could find Tears to Shed, because it's like kind of the one. Victor Solo. If I touch a burning candle. No, it's just all tab, which Corpse Bride, Tears to Shed, chords. I don't know, might have to continue on, but how dare you? All I need is like the rough, really rough chords. We could work from that. Rye, welcome on in, and super keen and had amazing memories. Well, if you come back, then I have to remember who you are. But if you're brand new, it'll like give a little ba or like a little border. They don't alert me if you come back though. Oh. No, it's not gonna have it. Okay, never mind. Don't worry, Giant. This is because I was going off cue. They put in a little blank for me. Um, ba-da-ba, ba-da-da. I might have to add "End of the Day" on there because that was a really fun groove. I'm the boogeyman. Oh, sorry. Just thinking another Delphin song. Okay, we'll do the chops and then I'll go off track again. Sorry. This one, not easy to sing. I like that groove you're just playing. Yeah, it's cool, right? Well, it's cool, right? I'm sure it's not the original groove, but it's some kind of like da 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 da. I don't know what exactly you would call that genre. Not reggae, not jazz. I guess just jazz. I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's true. I really throw him for a loop. Well, I sit across the table listening to your tales as I chew, as you convince me of your grandeur, all the things that you own and do. But I've seen your kind before, logical and self-assured. It's a mask that's not worth knowing, 'cause I know that you ain't got the chops, 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 chops. No, you think you're good enough. You've got nothing to learn and money to burn. You'll have it your way, which is the only way that's right, 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 right. Oh, you always sacrifice to the lessers like me that pretend we can't see that you ain't got the chops. You've got one foot in your mouth and the other on the neck of someone else. And all the things you want in life are just trophies you can touch up on your shelf. You only start games you can win, always looking for that pin from someone who should have known better. But I know that you ain't got the chops, 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 chops. Yeah, you think you're good enough. You've got nothing to learn and money to burn. You'll have it your way, which is the only way that's right, 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 right. Oh, you always sacrifice to the lessers like me who pretend we can't see that you ain't got the chops. You cut your losses on the stocks of the people you have bought, 'cause God forbid you're left owing what you owe. 'Cause you ain't got the chops, 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 chops. No, you think you're good enough. You got nothing to learn and money to burn. You'll have it your way, all the way, every day, 'cause it's the only way that's right. You always sacrifice to the lessers like me who pretend we can't see that you ain't got the chops. Wow. Wow. We did it. My favorite homie. Yay! Kid Assassin. Cedric, welcome on in. You ain't got the... The piano solo has so much smoky jazz bar vibes. I love it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kylie. Thank you. Thank you. That's the extent of my blues scale ability. I don't know. Hope name of that jobs was Steve. For the jobs? What jobs? My diction must be really bad if you guys think I said jobs. You ain't got the jobs. No, you're working volunteer. You don't get your dental and you don't get vacation 'cause you're working all year. Thank you for requesting it. Not in real life. Stories and songs. Oh no. There's so much unemployment. Oh gosh, yeah. I was watching an Instagram video the other day of this woman like pretending to be the like cool boss and talking about how like, so you're getting a promotion but you're not getting paid more, like you just have a leadership role. Like, isn't that great? And she's like eating a blueberry in like a really weird way, and she's like being all like super, I don't know. It was so bang on of like this kind of specific boss caricature where it's like, isn't that so great? You can like be a leader and be part of the work culture and you don't even have to get paid for it. Isn't that amazing? It's like, no. I'm pretty sure all my friends back home, I haven't been in this situation probably because I haven't stayed in a job for like more than 4 years at a time. But some of my friends, like, you know, they've been in their jobs for like 7 or 8 years, and they have always at some point in their job ended up with like 3 other people's jobs. They were doing like 3 other employees' jobs because they're short-staffed and like not getting any compensation for it for like months and months and months on end, like half a year almost, or more like almost a full year, until they just like got more people. Like there's no compensation for these poor people. No Denny's? We sang Denny's earlier. No, not in real life stories. Oh. Yeah, maybe. Promoted from sanitary manager to janitor. From janitor. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get like this fancy title. You have to do 3 times as much and no compensation. Yeah, that's like young people only work for money. It's like as opposed to. I've learned to say no. The best part is I actually went on a training paid by work to learn better? To learn to say no better. Oh, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's... Why do more work and not be paid for it? Don't understand. Unless you're like fostering puppies, then yeah, I'll take 3 extra puppies free of charge. Are you kidding me? Or like you're working at like an animal conservation or something. But am I going to do 3 times the amount of emails? Probably not. Can I request a song? I swear love Alex and you are, and I'll be a go. Oh, I love that song. I can't do it justice though, because it's such a not only is it a hard guitar song for me, but his voice is like so deep. I know I've tried to add it to the list before, but I might be able to do it on piano maybe. Sorry, I won't do the full thing, but we'll see. Their love couldn't go no further, proud and disgusted by her, push of a little bruised and battered. Oh Lord, I ain't coming home with you. I can't get like the banjo vibe going. Yeah, I've tried it before, but it's a great song though. Very good taste. Atomic, welcome on in. I left a job in 2010. They had to hire 6 people to replace me. It made me laugh. That's brutal. You know you're pulling the cart when. At my first job, a client threatened to sue us, so management asked if we could please work weekends for free and get stuff finished and avoid the lawsuit. God, just don't end up with a lawsuit, my dude. That's brutal. That's so brutal. Especially for like big companies, you know, like if it's a small, I've put in lots of extra time with like small businesses, And, my boss like, okay, could you do this extra shift? Could you work a little longer? That kind of thing. I'm like, okay, yeah. But if you're working for like Walmart or something and they're like, can you work like on the weekend, unpaid hours? I'm like, no, no, go away. Or I'd be like, yes, of course, for compensation. What the heck? I had trouble waking up for Denny's song on Saturday. Oh no, Cedric! We played it pretty early this time as well because we got rated right off the bat, so we sang it for the Raiders. Is that why they tell you to find a job that you love so they can underpay you? Yeah, probably. The pushing lack of proper management back on the work. Yeah, I've seen it happen with my friends so many times. I'm just like, that's brutal. I haven't had that situation, but I also haven't been like in a higher ranking position, like I've always just been the barista. I wasn't like the manager of the cafe. I wasn't really in any leadership positions. I was just like working at the ranch, hauling pipe, or working at the auction house, just like holding items and helping behind the counter. So I've never had that thrown on me. They sold a lot of stuff we didn't build yet. That sounds like management problem. Good job, Giant, for getting out of that job. What the heck? At my current assignment, they asked me once to do overtime. Asked if I could write the hours to get them paid. They said no, so I declined. Best part of being a contingent worker with a contract for specific hours. That's the thing. Like you can say no, and they don't have a right to fire you because you're working, like you're doing your job. I'm sure some companies would probably try and like punish you for saying no, but I think it's important to be able to say no, and even if times like obviously it doesn't work for everybody, but I'd love the ability for people to say no even if they are getting paid for something, because it's like, no, I'm going to my son's soccer game or something, and that's like a work-life balance. There's so many people in my life that I know of, myself included, that really struggle to have like a proper work-life balance. You should be allowed to say no to like weekend work and stuff like that if you have something. Coyotes, welcome on in. Hello. Like that's why I don't really, when you're working young, youth experience is so fun. Oh my god, I've had that so many times. Yeah, it's all about the opportunity and the experience, but all of a sudden it's like, but my landlord doesn't take experience or opportunity when the rent is due. Oh man. The contract clearly states 40 hours as employee doing is technically break a contract. Yeah, get them where it hurts. Get them in the contract. Yeah, and especially like with nowadays, like you have a lot more freedom with the work from home stuff, but work from home can be tough because you're at home. Like you could just be working all the time. That's something I struggle with. That's why, like, you guys know, I talked about this before. Like I don't answer texts really from like 8 p.m. onward. Like I work from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. roughly, and then that's it, right? Then I don't answer emails and I don't, do other stuff, and that waits till tomorrow at 8 a.m. And that's how I'm able to like work from home, because otherwise you're just like on call all the time and it's exhausting. And to pay your landlord an exposure, could you imagine? Oh my god, this is so funny. A Tom Lehrer about this? Oh my god, probably. There's so many good Tom Lehrer songs out there. I prefer working in the office most of the time, but being able to work from home easily is very nice. It's true. I do like, it's kind of a bittersweet thing with working from home. There's a co-working place that I go to sometimes or I often used to work at cafes or the library or something, because you just need a change of environment, especially because like my bed is right here. When I'm tired, look at how close I am to napping. That's unacceptable. I need to like go to a cafe or something and be away from having a nap when I'm trying to work, right? My current colleagues are amazing. Oh, I do miss having coworkers, like going in and being like, who am I on shift with today? Oh my god, like being able to chat with people behind retail and everything else. I do miss that. So many good things as well. Yeah, you can learn all those things and make a wage. Can we act like you're coworkers during stream? Hell yeah, you can. Tell me about your day. Tell me about that rude customer at work. We got this. Sorry, I didn't bring this. I thought I had this song up, but I didn't yet. Crazy little thing called love. Why is the work not finished yet? Oh no, I already regret it. You guys are gonna be like, these songs were due like 20 minutes ago. I'm gonna have to put this on your sheet. Just keep hitting the back of my head over the most important things. Wait, like physically hitting the back of your head? Charlie, that's harassment. You gotta take that to HR. We will send you our crowbars. This thing called love, I just can't handle it. This thing called love, I must get round to it. I ain't ready. Crazy little thing called love. This thing called love cries in a cradle all night. It swings, it jives, it shakes all over like a jellyfish. I kinda like it. Crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot, cold fever. She leaves me with a cold, cold sweat. I gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a backseat, hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike till I'm ready. A crazy little thing called love. There goes my baby. She knows how to rock and roll. She drives me crazy. She gives me hot, cold fever. She leaves me in a cold, cold sweat. You gotta be cool, relax, get hip, get on my tracks, take a backseat and hitchhike, take a long ride on my motorbike till I'm ready. Crazy little thing called love. Crazy little thing called love. Can't believe I got so lost on that song. I peaked at 40. I'm getting dumber every day. No, Atomic, it's not true. Lampy, where's my coffee? Albertine, thank you so much for the resub. 14 months. Heckin' yeah. Oh my gosh. Nice to see you. Yeah. Yeah, actually, Charlie, aren't you supposed to be working on an essay right now? Aren't you supposed to be not listening to me right now? Wow. Knows how to rock and roll. I peaked at 16. I've been dumb ever since. Oh no, I don't want to ever be 16 again. Being a teenager sucks. Dude, the emotions, the drama, the acne. Oh, no thanks. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. No, it's true. She definitely outed herself in the Discord. And that would chat a long time. A break every now and then is fine. That's true, actually. That's true. There was a break earlier. 750 words. Okay, that's actually really good. That's really good progress. I'm proud of you. I don't want to be 16 again. I just don't. I'd only be 16 again if I had today's knowledge. Yeah. I'd be 16 if I had a fully developed prefrontal cortex. Because, oh boy. Sneaky hidden keyboard. Oh yeah, I do have like this. I don't know if you can see the RGB gamer lights going on this one. It's just closer to my hands because apparently this is too much work. Then she gets timed out again. Deal. I just like a set of lottery numbers. Oh yeah, definitely. Oh, it's still on. We all romanticize our time in high school was surreal. It was work. Oh yeah. Oh gosh, yeah. I think the only reason I didn't drop out of high school is because I was a theater kid at that point. Like I discovered theater and I was like, okay, that's cool. I can keep going to class. I didn't miss it at all. And every time that when I had graduated early, I was still taking, I think I was still tutoring a drama class and I had like one other thing, but I was like pretty much done. And I also was working really close to the school, so I'd come by at lunchtime and hang out with my friends still. And And I was like, oh, I miss high school already. You know, I've only been gone for a few months and I miss it. And then as soon as that bell rang and they actually had to go back to class, I was like, oh, actually, wait, I don't miss it at all. I just like hanging out with my friends. Because the idea of like actually go back to class was like, nah. Ooh, that was a pretty good emote though. Very trippy. There'd be a lot fewer Lampy stories for us to enjoy if you had a fully developed prefrontal cortex. I don't know. I made a lot of dumb mistakes before or like after that too. Oh no, because you know, please share it on SoundCloud or YouTube. It's coming out. The chops will be released as a music video and as an acoustic release, and then later on as like a full release. So don't you worry, it's coming your way. I think the chops is my favorite video of that series. So like Kennels is my favorite audio, like my favorite take of that project, and the chops is like he did a really good job with the video editing. I mean, he did a good job overall, but that one's my favorite. Winning lottery numbers. Oh no, Atomic. Yeah, I got you there. I hated high school, but I thought faster back then. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, like when I was in college, well, mind you, I was drinking like 4 Monsters a day, so I was fast. Was I thinking great? I don't think so. Busy like myself. Okay, yeah, that's fair. Music video. Yeah, I got a series of music videos. I was thinking of releasing them once a week, but I might release them all at once. I don't know, just how I'm feeling. But it'd be cool if it's, well, actually, you know, I should release them once a week because then the members can get like a full week ahead of them. But yeah, stuff's gonna be happening. Good jump steps in math. Oh, I can never do math. That means nothing to me. But I totally get that. Alpatine, you were here 3 entire times. People could be cool, but that's how it is. Yeah, I kind of like, and I think it was also kind of good for me to, because if you leave high school suddenly, it's like, oh, the good old days are over, you know, but even though the high school can be such a slog, but because I kind of like gradually left high school, because I still had those classes to finish, and then I was asked back for like psychology class and stuff like that, it was like more of a, by the time I was actually done with all my classes and everything else, then I was like really done, you know? Once a week sounds good. Otherwise, like Netflix over the whole season online at once. It's true. Yeah. And then you guys like don't really have anything to look forward to for a while because I still need to master Midas. Midas is in the mastering process now. Secrets, I'm still working on. I need to track the vocals, and we're tracking drums, and then probably Aviator is going to be after that. And then I also have Heart Through the Telephone, but I'm working on that with my voice teacher still. So there are going to be like a bunch of single releases that are going to come out. But they're like, I have a couple of projects and I'm just staggering them. So hopefully eventually once I have it at a certain place, you guys are going to get like a stream of content. You guys will get the music videos, and then in between you'll be getting like the single releases and stuff. I tried joining the members thing the other day, but it still makes up credit card. Dang it. They've been doing updates too on Fourth Wall. I'm going to write them and see if they can get PayPal involved. Because they've been doing like little updates to the platform. I was thinking maybe moving it to Patreon because that's easier for people, because people don't really go on to Fourth Wall for like, you know, like Patreon's more the bigger platform. So if you guys are interested in that or like would be okay moving over, I could like move to Patreon instead of having it at Fourth Wall. I just like it because Only Lamps, everything's there, but I could just like have a link to Patreon, I guess. Same thing. Also, Lamp, will you get addicted to Warframe again? Possibly. I noticed it might be my settings because with the new PC I still have to like figure out my settings. I did get a little bit motion sick playing it the other day. There's one open world that gets me motion sick every time, but I didn't have a whole lot of time to play it, so I don't know. I'll have to see. What I already know I'm gonna get addicted to again is Puzzle Pirates. Because that game is so much fun. You do math right now, sounds amazing. I ain't. 24 episode season comes out with 1 per week. It's true. Yeah, a nice stream of content. I like being able to like give you guys something a little bit more consistently than just like, here you go, here's nothing for like another 5 to 7 months. Everything else I have is a Patreon. That's what I figure as well. Like if other people are following people on Patreon, then that's a website that they're used to visiting. Whereas Fourth Wall, like unless you get an email that says that I've uploaded something, it's not something that you go to normally. So it's just something I was thinking. I have no idea how it works, this platform though, so I'll have to figure it out. reoccurring dream that I'm stuck in high school and already graduated. Oh no. That's the worst. Okay, hold on. I know we're really chatty. Let me sing this song before we have to change to just chatting category. Hold on. Does Patreon take PayPal though? Totally forgot how this song goes. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shaped, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Blah. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice, but get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high, but beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses run back to their spouses. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Play a shortened version of that because it's a little tricky. Such a cute song though. Most content creators I know want to move away from Patreon. Oh, really? So the thing is, like, I don't know anything about it. I just know, like, the big name Patreon, right? So I'd be curious to look into it more as a platform. I love your squirrel mentality. Thank you. Fourth Wall doesn't take a cut from your subscriptions, and it offers way more options. It does take a very small cut, but it's like minuscule. It's like 20 cents or something. It's really small. And I do like the amount of options that it offers, as far as I love being able to have like links to stuff, like links to social media platforms, an event calendar, merch store, members channel, like I can do regular posts on there now. They've allowed like public posts as well as member posts. So that's kind of nice. And if you have like, they have the Fourth Wall app, so you can like listen to my music and it kind of treats it like it's on Spotify, and then you can just like put your phone away and it still plays. So there's like some kind of cool things about Fourth Wall that I just don't know if that works with Patreon. A single drops confirmed. I know, I thought about doing an album, and I'm like, what's really the point of doing an album? All my stuff is like so different from each other, kind of. It might just be better to do a bunch of singles, I don't know. Or like a small EP maybe. You need to play Heat Signature. What is Heat Signature? That sounds kind of familiar, actually. I do not go to Patreon very often unless I'm notified. Okay. That's very interesting. I'll have to see what the platform's like, and I'll have to see like what users think of the platform and like how often they interact with it and everything. It's single player, but you should 100% play and stream it. Is Heat Signature... No, that's not the one with like the slow motion bullets, right? Because that one's really cool. Barclays is great. There's no monthly fee. You can pay back 100% charges each month. Barclays. I have not heard of that one. Opinionated. Welcome on in. Little glitches. Oh, really? I've had a fair amount of luck with PayPal, but I know some people have not. Your weapon is a wrench? Oh, I'll have to check it out. You can't gift subs or merch at all on Patreon. Oh yeah, that's a good point. I do really like how people interact with the website. Like you guys can do like the giveaways and the membership gifts and stuff. So that's true. That's true. Also, no space to keep up into. True. Do my also yeah, true. There's so many platforms. I could barely remember TikTok exists, and then like most of my existence is on Instagram, I guess, and even then it's pretty sparse. Just realized roughly enough singles to fill an album. Bundle of the Greatest Hits Volume 1. That's true. I mean, album's big. Album's like, I don't know, 9 to 12 songs or something. I have 6 that I play on the channel, And then I have 12 drafts. Like I have 12 semi-completed songs, completed songs, but they're not on the channel, like that kind of thing. So I would have enough, but it would just take forever. It would just take forever to make an album. Furry, hello, good news today. I'll be streaming Audio Mixer. Congrats! What a pro. And Max Roberts is here too. I missed them, sorry. What are we doing? We're doing Paul. Oh my gosh. Oh, the last time I saw Paul, I was horrible. No, Paul, not Paul. E. I always mess up this ad. Yeah. I really said Pole, hey? Oh no. Yeah. Oh, the last time I saw Paul, I was horrible and almost let him in. But I stopped and caught the wall, and my mouth got dry, so all I did was take him for a spin. Yeah, we hopped inside my car, and I drove in circles round the freight train yard. And he turned the headlights off, then he pulled the bottle out, and he showed me what is love. I'll be your morning bright, good night shadow machine. I'll be your record player, baby, if you know what I mean. Be your real tough cookie with the whiskey breath. I'll be the killer and the thriller and the cause of our death. In the blossom of the months, I was sure that I'd get driven off with thought. But I swallowed all of it as I realized there was no one who could kiss away my shit. I'll be your morning bright, good night shadow machine. I'll be your record player, baby, if you know what I mean. Be your real tough cookie with the whiskey breath. I'll be the killer and the thriller and the cause of our death. Paul, I know you said that you'd take me anyway I came or went. But I pushed you from my brain. See how gentle, baby, I couldn't say it, it'd only bring you pain. I was your starry-eyed lover and the one that you saw. I was your hurricane rider and the woman you call. We were just two moonshiners on the cusp of a breath, and I've been burning for you, baby, since the minute I left. What are we doing? We're doing a poll. Oh, I know what I'm voting for. Venmo. Oh, yeah, I've heard Venmo is good. Ah, this song's so fun. My chair's like extra squeaky today. I wonder if Moomax is gonna be open by the time I'm done stream today. Maybe I can go back there and take a look at their chairs again. Venmo is just PayPal US only. Oh, lame. Lame for me, not US citizen. Chair stream. Yeah, my chair is actually my backup singer, so. Da, da. I was looking into that, like, Eris? Eris called? I'm pretty sure it's called Eris. Chair? But one, they're like super expensive. And two, I realized that like they're really bouncy. They're like one of these like bouncy office chairs. I'm like, there's no way I could play the piano comfortably with a chair that's like really bouncy. I was like, dang it. But it looks really comfy. I'm just gonna get a regular one. But I find the gamer chairs really uncomfortable. That surprised me because they look comfy. But then like the ones that I saw in the store and I tried out, I was like, this is atrocious. WD-40. I do have WD-40. I guess I could do that later. Make the piano bounces. Yeah, put the piano on springs and it's totally fine. Inflatable balls with chairs. See, would that not just drive chat crazy though? If I'm just like bouncing all over the place like a maniac the entire stream? I feel like that'd be really distracting. The gold standard is supposed to be Herman Miller. Oh, I did not know this. Maybe go to IKEA and try some office chairs. I did last week. I tried office chairs. There's one that I liked. There's one that was comfortable. So I'll probably just go back and get that one, honestly. Because then I was at the Momax and there's like only one that I found comfortable there as well. So yeah, I believe that, Giant. It'd probably just be me like falling over. I don't know. Gamer chairs are hit and miss. If they're well built and fit your physique, they're awesome, but a lot of them are just not it. Yeah, and like I know that with the pillow, they have like a pillow here for like lumbar support or something, and then they have a pillow over here. This pillow, like really uncomfy for me. Because, like, I don't like having my head that forward. And I'm like, I don't these little pillows. And then, like, then it encloses in on the side. I don't like that either. I want to be free. Just let me be free. So I just find them really constricting. Which one? It was, like, it started with an M. It was, like, Martin or Marks or Max or something. And it's, like, their main chair. It's, like, their main office chair that they have. Yeah, Herman Miller Arians was ridiculously expensive and popular office chair. I'm gonna look it up right now just for fun. Because I can. Oh. Because I can't? Because I didn't copy paste it. I have an IKEA office chair. I like it so far. I found the IKEA ones better than the Momax ones. I forgot. Yeah, I took a picture, but I don't remember the... Yeah, Giant Pixels is definitely close. I'll send it in the mod lounge. I'll send it in like in something. Oh, I've seen these before. Man, that's the most generic looking mesh office chair I've ever seen in my life. But I'm sure it's very comfortable. Have you seen the price on them? No. Are they expensive? I just Googled like in Google Images. I'm sure they're like ridiculously expensive probably.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. And then if you're so smart, then tell me, why are you still so afraid? Hey, where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in the day. Hey, but don't you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderlines tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You got your passion, you got your pride. But don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you crazy child. Just take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Don't you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old? You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? And giant pixels too.
Dude, 1,200 for a chair, for a starter chair? Get out of here with that. That's crazy. That's nuts. I don't think it's going anytime soon. Hopefully not. I feel like I'd be the first to know, and I haven't heard any update on Vienna going anywhere. I gifted it. Oh, I see. Yeah, and I don't think, like, the one at the IKEA, it was like one of their cheaper chairs. The more expensive ones, I didn't find them comfortable. And I noticed that at the other place as well. I was like, oh, like the middle line to cheaper range was actually more comfortable than the more expensive ones. I don't know why. It's in my travel plans for next month, so if I can stay, it can stay for at least until then. I'd be happy. Oh, that does sound good. You're gonna be in Vienna next month, Dax. Come to the pizza place, I'll buy you a beer. Not sure if you can just, by 1 minute sitting, judge by 1 minute sit. Kind of. I mean, I took my time. I took my time sitting in chairs, spinning around. Try not to get caught in the IKEA place. Have you noticed the people that like sit in the IKEA in the fake rooms like it's a thing to do? Have you noticed this? This is very weird to me. Like when I was looking at the IKEA and there were displays and people were like on their phones chilling on the couches or like hanging out on the beds or just like lounging against the kitchens like that was their house. It was very bizarre to me. Count me in too. Deal. Yeah. Very fun. Very cool. If you need tips, I don't really have any actually, but I'll try my best to recommend decent places. I know they do it in China, but I didn't know they do it in Europe as well. I feel like I would just get kicked out. But it's like there was no bouncer or anything saying you couldn't like just sit there and watch YouTube videos like in the fake rooms. I don't know. I met somebody that told me she considered going to IKEA as a good date. It's not a bad date. It's like a decent date. Because they also serve the meatballs there, so you could go get Swedish food. Take your MacBook and go work at IKEA. I know, but I find the rooms like kind of grubby, you know? They don't like, I'm sure they get cleaned a fair amount, but for the amount of people to go in and sit on the stuff and use it, it's like, sometimes it doesn't look the cleanest. Don't ask me. You just gotta check that you don't buy those every day, buy wish every day. Is IKEA in Vienna any good for tourists? I don't know, but when I was there and I was leaving, there was like a whole tour of someone, and they all look like college kids, maybe a little bit older, and they all had suitcases, and there were like 30 of them, and they were leaving the IKEA. So I don't know if they went in there for like fun, or like an event, or so, it was like part of the itinerary. You get to go into the IKEA in Vienna. I don't know. Like on IKEA Wi-Fi, I guess. I don't know. There were like a couple of kids like there's like a bunk bed room, and they're just like hanging out on the lower bunk, like watching YouTube videos and stuff, like just lounging. That's the thing. Like people were like genuinely just lounging and existing and like having conversations and drinking their coffee and stuff in the rooms. IKEA family membership, that's a thing? can get free coffee and tea there. Sounds good for working. That's kind of cool, actually. I do get free coupons for the Momax restaurant, which I've never been in before. But Momax is basically like an Austrian bootleg version of IKEA, so they also have a restaurant in there. Yeah. Please put IKEA very low on your list if you're coming to Vienna, because there's way cooler stuff to do. IKEA's like running a hostel. Yeah, maybe people live there. I don't know. Have you guys ever seen? Have you guys read it? There's an IKEA horror story novel. I've read it. It's really good. It's really scary. It's really fun. If you guys like horror books, I think it's called Stur. It's called something really dumb. I read it thinking it was going to be a joke, and it was like a genuinely scary horror book that took place in an IKEA. If you buy something from the restaurant, I'm going to try going for coffee only. Oh, well, we're all going to go in for coffee at IKEA. Everyone come to Vienna. We're going to go for coffee at the IKEA only. All right, let's do the Banana Man. I kind of want to. I don't want to do a guitar tonight because I've just done this whole piano so many times. Spare parts by IKEA. Lampy meetup at IKEA. I go on tour across Europe, but I only go to IKEAs. And I don't tell you which IKEA. You just have to find me. That'd be such a weird thing to do.
It's 9 o'clock on a Saturday. The regular crowd shuffles in, and there's an old man sitting next to me, making love to his tonic and gin. He says, "Son, can you play me a memory? I'm not really sure how it goes, but it's sad and it's sweet, and I knew it complete when I wore a younger man's clothes." La da da diddy da, la da diddy da da da. Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight, where we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Now John at the bar is a friend of mine. He gets me my drinks for free, and he's quick with a joke, or he'll light up your smoke, but there's some place that he'd rather be. He says, "Bill, I believe this is killing me," as the smile runs away from his face. "Well, I'm sure that I could be a movie star if I could get out of this place." La da da diddy da, la da diddy da da da. Now Paul is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and he's talking with Davy, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And the waitress is practicing politics as the businessmen slowly get stoned. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call loneliness, but it's better than drinking alone. Sing us a song, you're the Banana Man. Sing us a song tonight, where we're all in the mood for a melody, and you've got us feeling alright. Gotta get that Banana Man.
I saw a post the other day that was like, man, for a song called The Piano Man, the harmonica player really doesn't shut up. And I'm like, you know what? You're right, because this song is only like 4 minutes. I don't sing the last, like, there's a couple of verses that I don't sing because it's just like, it's too long. But then it becomes like a 12-minute song because after every single verse, the harmonica player plays the entirety of the verse. And then they go on to the next verse. And it's like, bro, there's already 5 verses. You can't do this to us. Oh my God, who requested candlesticks? How dare you? It's okay, I'll do it. It's easier to play on the Fender. Bam! Well, easily. Let me get some water. Sure. Delicious, nutritious, hydrating. I feel like my chair is extra squeaky today. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just more aware of it because we're talking about IKEA chairs. Also, where in the world is Lamp? Is that... There's an IKEA near Rotterdam. Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. I will go to IKEA while I'm in Rotterdam. They do look really alike. That's the thing. Like if you go to a Starbucks somewhere else in the world, it has a different menu, or like if you go, but IKEAs are pretty consistent, I feel like. They just have more and more confusing layouts because the layouts are already so confusing. Giant, you knew we were weird. This is not new to you.
Move over, 'cause I'm trying to find somewhere to hide. Lost my cover and my breath as I try to find that piece of heaven. Hear the howling of the dogs, trying to find their way back home, to a place that doesn't want them, a family that lost them, but it don't stop their crying. Well, I wandered on these rocks, worn with painted moss, pretending I was found there. Time held his breath there and scattered all his clocks like crumbling leaves upon the open fields. I slipped my leash so long ago I cannot heal. Good enough should be good enough for me, but caught up in my own decisions, I am old enough to find some guarantee. I will gather my provisions, but I just can't find what's good enough for me. Well, we got a pup from there. They said no one could keep her. Got her nose up on the fence, trying to chew her way to freedom, but there was nowhere for her to go. And her and I went up those trails, a duo catch devils, stood up on the cliffs, looking down towards the kennels, and wondered if we'd ever get the cages out our minds. We built up all the pieces of that home she couldn't find, and she got her happy ending, but I'm still walking to mine. Good enough should be up in my own decisions. I am young enough to barrel past all safeties. Well, it might cause a collision, but I just can't find what's good enough for me. Oh, and all these metal bars I keep beneath my very skin, to keep the new hurts out or to keep the old ones in. I can hear myself barking, my distance only marking all the places I've been, all the memories I've stepped in, to find some greater cause to hold on to. Because if I breathe too deep or walk too slow and rest a bit, then my hard work will unravel and I'll quickly lose my grip. Good enough should be good enough for me. Caught up in my own decisions, I am wise enough to know how to be set free. You can call me superstitious, but I just can't find what's good enough for me. And here I am, a world away from cactuses and sage. The hills have all been sold or burned or left to man's mistakes, and new dogs in old cages will carry on those lonely tunes, a reminder of the things we are unable to lose. Wow. Can't make my coffee? No. We know, like at the checkout line they have like these like mazes that you have to go through to get to the till. I feel like IKEA did that before everyone else thought it was cool. To the cash register. IKEA hack. I have dinner there, but once a month on average. Oh, is their food really that good? I have been pretty impressed with IKEA food whenever I'm there. I'm like, oh man, dang. But once a month? I guess so. We got 2 song slots left, and my energy drink is running down. How are we ending this bad boy? Let's put on... There was a song that I wanted to try. Oh, I know which one I was thinking of. Solace. We'll end with Shelter. You know, we could not. We could do something else. I know it's a really, really wild concept, but... Your energy drink? Oh, dang, did you miss the part where I said it's my second energy drink actually of the day. How much wasn't that a party? I think it's an Irish Rover song, but I have to be downtown in about 1 hour. What would make that? I don't know. I'll try my best. I'll do what I can, Giant. Must have been a rough night gig? No, I wasn't gigging yesterday. That was just Wednesday. What? Yeah. I'm just really tired. Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin, could have been the 3 or 4 6-pack, I don't know, but look at the mess I'm in. My head is like a football, I think I'm gonna die. Tell me, me, oh my, I wasn't at a party. Someone took a grapefruit, wore it as a hat. I saw someone under my kitchen table talking to my old tomcat. They were talking about a hockey, and the cat was talking back. Along then everything went black. I wasn't at a party. Maybe it's just my memory playing tricks on me, but I think I saw my buddy cutting down my neighbor's tree. Could have been the whiskey, might have been the gin, could have been the 3 or 4 6-pack, I don't know, but look at the mess I'm in. My head is like a football, I think I'm gonna die. Tell me, me, oh,
my, wasn't that a party? Also,
Billy Joe and Tommy, they went a little far. They were sitting on the back seat, blowing on the siren of somebody's police car.
so you see, Your Honor, it was all in fun. The itty-bitty track meet down on Main Street was just to see if the cops could run. Well, they run us in to see you in an alcoholic haze. I sure could use those 30 days to recover from the party. Could have been the whiskey. Oh, it's a chord change. No, I don't like key change. I know, it's a cute song. I had it stuck in my head this morning. I haven't listened to that song in forever, and I was like, I don't know why the Irish Rovers was stuck in my head this morning. What's different between gig and vibe? What? Well, gig is I'm the one singing. Concert is I'm going to the concert. Fazbear, hello, hello, hello. Of course, we will end with Shelter. It's the one thing you can do for Zebsy. I played it on the piano for him last stream. What are you talking about? I did a service to the lad. I'm really missing what's happening in chat. I'm so lost. I missed that? Oh no. It was good too. It wasn't bad. I missed it. Oh, it's a gig. Oh, I see. I caught up. Hold on. I'm still lost, but yes. Look, I got the one skill. It's the music skill, not the read chat skill, not the do taxes skill, not the do calculus skill, just the music skill. Once upon a I just put all my experience points into this and nothing else. Was that a good idea? Probably not. Let's go here. Which skill? No skill. Dex, no. You're making me think I have an accent now. Seeing a lamp gig would be a dream. Come on down to Vienna. I'm playing on Friday. I'm singing on Friday, and then I'm singing the Friday after that, I think. I'm singing 2 more times at the pizza place this month. And I'm probably doing some open mic stuff as well. I'm doing an open mic at an Irish pub as well. I just woke up too. Yeah. Insecure about her diction. It's already bad, okay? Multitasking skill not doing so well. I believe in you, opinionated. You can do it. Ooh. I know you. I walked with you once upon a dream. I know you. The gleam in your eyes is so familiar a gleam. And I know it's true that visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream. And I know it's true, the visions are seldom all they seem. But if I know you, I know what you'll do. You'll love me at once, the way you did once upon a dream. Lost it. Giant, don't mess with me like that. I don't say a boot. I'm not that Canadian. I want to be animated. Would that be good? I guess that would be good. Check. Oh no, what's happening? Am I in trouble? I feel like I'm in trouble. Ooh. What does LL mean in this context? Oh, wait, never mind, I figured it out. Let's do the latter, I think. Yeah. No moose, what about the hoose? Oh yeah, I went down to the pub there the other day, and oh gosh, I just went by the Timmy's and I got a double. The latter, dang it, never gonna get away with this now. I was just like, oh geez, bud, you know, I can't believe how expensive. Well, it was like a Canadian thing. How expensive, I can't think of anything. That's Canadian. Look at that. Look, you guys know my favorite vine is the cornfield one, right? Look at that cornfield. That's a nice cornfield, bud. This is a nice cornfield, bud. That's a nice cornfield, bud. I should write a song about a cornfield. I feel like that would be a very Canadian thing of me to do.
Lately it's been hard getting out of my shelter. Misfortunes whispering, yeah, I have felt her. In the stars I am a lion, but lately I am something else. In these shadows on the wall, I can't recognize myself. At least tomorrow's another day, a fresh start, a few hours away. And I'll be better, I'll be braver, I will be my own savior. Just give me a little time till then. I swear in the past I handled it better. And maybe I was kinder when things passed me by. Well, I should be out there trying, but I wanna stay inside. For this evening I am tired, overworked, unqualified. Welcome back, Charlie. At least tomorrow's another day, a fresh start, a few hours away. And I'll be better, I'll be braver, I will be my own savior. Just give me a little time till then, and let me hide and decompose inside the petals of my mind, and I will find all the answers to the storms in my life. And I'll be better, I'll be braver, I will be my own savior. Just give me a little time till then.
Devastated. Was the did it good, eh? Did it good, eh? That's what I appreciate about you, Charlie. Yeah, or like our aggressive use of the word bud. Like if someone pulls out in front of you when you're driving, you're like, oh, bud. Oh, good job, bud. Good job, buddy. Oh, buddy is like, you're really in trouble. Like this, buddy. Listen up, buddy. But turns out you're not a buddy. It's funny because my choir is working on an American gospel song, and the director, he's from Mexico, but he's been living in Austria for like many, many years. And he learned English from, I don't know, somewhere in the UK because he speaks English with a British accent. But him trying to like do the American gospel, often he turns to me because I just by proximity, like I'm closer to America than the rest of the choir's been. So he's like, water, how do we sing water? And I'm like, water. He's like, water. I'm like, yeah. It's like, how's it go? Wade in the water, children. Like really low down. But we're singing like, yeah, if you're doing like an American gospel song, you're not gonna be like, wade in the water, children. It's gonna be like more this D sound. That was really funny. And now like whenever we start the song, it's like water. Yeah, it's like a double. Wade in the water, wade. Even I was doing the backing tracks for my song on Thursday, and we were doing it's like a percussive sound. It's like I want it, sweeter, want it. So I was like, but I kept singing like want it. It's like I want it, and then it like kept throwing up the vibe, like no, like laid back, like American gospel, like want it, sweeter, want it. Wade in the water. Yeah, he's like, wade in the water. This is so correct. That was my attempt at a British bottled water. Oh, I see. Bottle water. Yeah, it's pretty good, actually. Wade in the water. Yeah, there's so many, like, yeah, just different than how it's done. Und das verwirrt sie nicht. Wait, what is verwirrt? Verwirrt? Yeah. It was silly, but I'm often the English go-to in the choir because I'm like the only native speaker. So he's like, "How would you say this one?" And I'm like, And then when you're asked to like say something specifically, suddenly I'm like, "How do I say water? How do I say water? Water? Like it just suddenly my brain is like, "Am I giving them the right advice? I don't know." Confused. Oh. No, it doesn't confuse me. Waiter. Waiter. Wait in the waiter, children. Wasser, yeah. Yeah, Wasser. Yeah, Wasser. But it's funny too, because they're very, like, they sing mostly classical stuff. And doing this, like, offbeat jazz or, like, gospel rhythm is really funny because they're so on the point. It's like, yeah, you want to be like kind of late, How do I speak my own language? Exactly. I'm like, how do I speak this? I don't know. Yeah, or like we're doing an old fashioned, like old English song, then it's like, okay, it's frick, what was the example? I can't remember the example. My brain is going out. My brain is like, end of stream. No more brain cell use for today. Ye. It was ye. When ye go or whatever it was. But the choir kept singing yay, and I was like, it's not yay. I keep talking. I know. Quick, Dag, take us away. Take us on wings of satin. It's a shorter stream. It's technically a shorter stream. Freedom of speech. We'll wait till you start the raid. Oh, okay. Do you want me to start it? I'm okay starting the raid. It's fine. Got this. I can't eat due to communication issues. Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. Uh, uh, we are going to.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da, wade in the water, children.
Yeah, it's kind of a cool song. You, not enough screens? Impossible. Did I spell her name right? Yes, I did. Yeah. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. What the heck? Thank you everyone for the raids and everything as always. I'm really losing it today. If y'all need me later, don't. I'll probably just play Puzzle Pirates and eat M&Ms tonight. That's my plans for now. But have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Thank you guys, especially to the mods, for being fabulous as always. And I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Heckin' yeah. Lethal Company tonight. If my brain functions, I don't know. We'll see. Because I did tell my nana I'd help. I'd call her and my aunt because they're gonna come here in October. So I'm gonna help them with their booking stuff. Puzzle Pirates. It's a game from 2001. Okay, it's really old. It's like Neopets old. Okay, but yeah. We'll do a game stream at some time. But I'm taking like next week, kind of taking it off a little bit. I'm trying to take some vacation time, and then we'll be back on for like more stuff. But thank you guys so much. Please remember about the raid command. Please copy paste the raid command so we can make their chat really pretty, which I'm gonna do now. Goodbye, everybody. Let me put on that screen.